What day is it? What day is it? What day is it? It's homeschool hump day. Wick, 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 wick. Homeschool hump day. Yeah, because it ain't it if you don't, yeah, baby. It ain't homeschool nothing if you don't, yeah. Hey, y'all ain't ready? Actually, it is not homeschool hump day today, but it will be when you see this video. Aiden's around the corner like, girl, it is not homeschool hump day. Because I was told that some of the people needed the song, honey. So I had to give the people the song. Don't say nothing to me about this lighting. We already been through that. A little bit of housekeeping real quick. Child, my forehead might be a little shiny, but we already been through that too, okay? Because I did not just apply this makeup. You know, let me just touch on that for a second. I know. Y'all be like, you just be talking and we be here to see the curriculum and you just be talking. Girl, I gotta tell you stuff. This is my FaceTime call. I only get to talk to you, what, once, maybe twice a week, if we're lucky. I am not one of those face beat to the galls, honey, okay? And then come plop down in front of the camera. Girl, I put something on my face so I won't scare the people when I go out, okay? And we have some running around to do today, okay? So you get the after. One quick thing before I jump into this. Last video, right? I'll give you a second. If you need to go back to it, I'll wait. I specifically said that I was breaking up the curriculum videos for what reason? What did I say? Anybody remember what I said? Okay, I'll give you a second to go back if you need to. Boom. Hey, hey, y'all don't know nothing about that. Baby, I got this tracksuit on, baby. You can't tell me I can't. Okay, you back from that video? Okay, what did I say? I said, and this will not be specifically, I said something along the lines of, I am breaking the curriculum videos up into pieces, right? In this case, parts or episodes or whatever the title has in it, okay? But what did I say? Why am I doing that? Because I put out a lot. Previous curriculum videos have hit 45 minutes. Maybe some back in the day, greater than that, okay? And it can be overwhelming, especially for new homeschoolers, okay? That's my why for breaking up the curriculum videos, all right? There's no extra cash coming here or there or anywhere because I'm breaking up these curriculum videos. See, I said I wasn't gonna say nothing. First of all, when channel changes happened around here, that means that some videos went poof, be gone, right? And along with that went other abilities or capabilities as far as is concerned, okay? So I need some of you who feel bold enough to come at me with that to take a step back, okay? Because you don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, did I say first of all? Because I feel like, honey, it ain't like if you don't say first of all. But anyways, first of all, now second of all, okay? I have been in this space for 10, almost 11 years. Aiden's age helps me to keep up with that. And that's why I said 11 years last time, but it hasn't quite been 11 years yet. So I've been in this space for 10 solid years, right? And I have never been favored by the algorithm unless someone who did not look like me, I'll let you sit on that for a second, was attached to whatever video I was pushing out. I am not the algorithm's favorite, okay? I don't present as such. Some people might say, oh, this is this is that, this over here, this over there is going, and she looks like this and he looks like that. I'm telling you what I know to be true. I am not stereotype, a caricature of what some think that I should be. So therefore, I am not favored by the algorithm, okay? So what I share with you is me taking the time to share with you. Brand deals are different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just straight up, well, this is just a money grab or this, that, and the other. No, it's not. so we can find something else to talk about. We good? All right then, we're gonna move on along. So as I mentioned earlier, the homie bro is here. And I'm going to let him decide what curriculum we share today. Drum roll, please. What are you feeling?
You can share like the whole top of the schedule.
The top of the schedule?
Yeah.
You mean your jump starts?
Yeah, like jump starts, the stuff I do with K.
Aiden says jump starts and group work, so that's what we're gonna head into. And that's pretty cool that you said that, because I have a little buddy that sends me messages. My little buddy is the sweetest. I'll get a message. Miss Erica, I would like to know what you are using for fill in the blank, right? And this last message that I got was jump starts. That's why it's funny that Aiden chose it as well. And what's even funnier is one of the days in particular that was in question, my little buddy already had the curriculum. And I was glad about that, because I knew that my little buddy's mom was gonna blame me if she had to go buy the curriculum, okay? Whew, baby, I got out of that one. All right, let me get this stuff together and I'll be right back. Get you a pen, paper, cold drink, anything else, bro?
Food, I guess?
Yeah, food, Scooby snacks, whatever you need, girl. I'm gonna try to run you through it as quick and as fast as I can. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna talk fast, I promise. Okay, I'll be right back. Girl, listen, I'm back. I ain't got my glasses. It's okay, girl. I can boop, 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 boop. I can try focus, okay? So if you see me adjusting, baby, just look on somewhere else till I get finished making the proper adjustments, okay? Miss K does not have jump starts. I mentioned that in the schedule, but we do have group learning. First up, Monday, jump starts for Mr. Aiden. We have notable figures across the African diaspora, a brief introduction, and we are using Heritage Highlights Reading Comprehension in Our Image, Black Revolutionaries, 15 Revolutionaries in Black History. Is that awkward? You know, like the silence, you'd be like,
sometimes.
Girl, here's the book. Then you pull it back. And for Monday's group learning, we have linguistics, the dialectology of African American vernacular English. And we're using historically black phrases from I Ain't One of Your Little Friends to Who All Gonna Be There. And like always, when we kind of reach and grab something that might not be down on the young adult shelf or whatever, you know, like the little tween shelf, I'm always on the lookout for what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, okay? But this is what we're using, and I'm just going to show you guys the inside of this just so you can see. I know, girl, this is not a flip through video, but I want you guys to see how they laid this one out. So here you can see right here, quiet as it's kept. And this ain't for everybody, okay? All right. So quiet as it's kept. Pronunciation, phonetic. Translation, this may typically go unspoken, but don't talk about me adjusting now, okay? Usage. This happens before the tea spilling, okay, girl? Usually this tea is something that's not typically conversed about in mixed company or quarters in which it's about to be said. Lean in. This could be fun, okay? Because baby, let me tell you, as soon as I heard somebody at that church house back in the day lean in and say quiet as it's kept, honey, my little ears was boop, 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 boop. Now I wasn't gonna repeat nothing, because baby, you better not repeat nothing that you heard. Example, sitting next to Mother Johnson in church was often a challenge for little Sadie, but it had its perks. Some Sundays during the sermon, Mother Johnson would lean over and whisper quiet as is kept and say one scandalous thing or another about the pastor. Lord have mercy. Whoo, girl. Those the days then. Oh no, the battery is dying. Okay, for poetry, the Black experience, we have some heavy conversations, okay? So when it came to poetry, I wanted something that was simple, yet powerful enough to kind of, you know, pull things to the surface. Some things that we could kind of digest and kind of just sit with, pass the mic around and talk about our thoughts as we were kind of thumbing through the pages. And this one is super simple. We've had this in our homeschool library for years, We've even used it a time or two. This is a beginning book of Black poetry, and it's My Black Me. Super simple. You guys know how I feel about books around here. We read what we want to read, first of all. And it's more about, can we take it to a good place? Can we appreciate it? Is it going to sit well with us? You know what I'm saying? So we wanted something to kind of calm the waters a little bit. You know, we tell some truth around here. It's always age appropriate truth, but sometimes it can still be a little bit heavy, concerning. You think? Yeah, concerning. That's a good word. Some things are just concerning when you're looking at history and even some present day things, right, Aiden? Right. Super simple, but super what we need right now. We have other stuff on the shelf too, child, but I didn't know if you wanted to see like the other 10 or 15 books over there. Y'all can let me know if you want to see it. I don't know, thumbs up the video, whatever. Girl, the comments ain't on because some people can't handle it when the comments are on. Like, that's a conversation for a whole nother day though. Music appreciation for the culture. You guys know how I feel about picture books, right? So we are going to picture book our way through music appreciation for the culture this year. And we are starting out with A Child's Introduction to Jazz. As always, I'll link all of the things that are linkable or that I can link for you guys in the video description box below. We have Becoming Billie Holiday. Aiden is like, girl, I'm over here trying to get my stuff done. I ain't got time for them books. You hear him just turn them pages, bro. Turn them pages, bro. Hey, oh. Aiden ain't got time to play with us. He's doing his algebra, okay? Algebra, you get it? Algebra? Algebra 1. The Roots of Rap. Bridges Instead of Walls, the story of Mavis Staples, and this is just a start, okay guys? I pull things for a certain period of time and we take our time moving through them. Again, love a good picture book around here. I think I've given you all of the things about picture books before. I'm pretty sure I've talked enough about picture books for you guys to understand why we use them and why we love them. And I dropped a book behind the bookshelf, pulling some things off. I will not be sharing that book today because I cannot get to that book. I have to wait for these children's father, my baby's daddy, you know, my husband, to show up, the homeschool principal, to get it for me. Wednesday, jump starts. We have Elements of Literature, and this is what we're using, the Writing Teacher's Activity a Day. Super basic, straight to the point. We're just reviewing the elements of literature, literally. I like that, literature, literally. See what I did there? Oh, so funny, right? Yeah. Remember what I told you in the scheduling video. Middle school, we are going around, okay? Making sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed, all right? Okay, so that's what he has for jump starts. Again, Elements of Literature. And then for our group learning, we start with Critical Social Science. And this is what we're using, Raising Confident Black Kids, a comprehensive guide for empowering parents and teachers of Black children. And we are finding our way through a lot of this. Sometimes I'd like to hold off on sharing what we're using until we've really gotten into the meat of it. But so far, so good. So some things, like we've already, you know, had the talk and all of that stuff. But it's still good to revisit other things or kind of have a fresh spin on it, if that makes sense. Up next, we have Conceptualizing Critical Thought, a process. Now, this is something new for me. Raising Critical Thinkers, a parent's guide to growing wise kids in the digital age. Did I say growing? Did I get it out? A parent's guide to growing wise kids in the digital age. Now, again, some things you will see us use for perspective, okay? Because I feel like perspective is very important, and I'm going to leave that where it is. So far, so good. Bell hooks was quoted off the bat, so I was like, okay, I think I can mess with it. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I have the workbook here, and it's Becoming a Critical Thinker, a workbook to help students think well in an age of disinformation. Again, sometimes I can take the perspective of others, or I can present that perspective and then put my stamp on it. Does that make sense? So that we can have a whole view, right, of certain topics or certain issues. I think I said that to where it should carry over well. You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, girl, let's move on. Because, baby, the sun is setting, okay? I know it's probably getting darker and darker in here. I'm trying to figure out the light situation, guys, if you just bear with me. Lord help me. We on it though, ain't we, bro? Speaking of perspective, honey, let me tell you. Whew. We have The Art of Argument, an introduction to the informal fallacies. This is one of those things where I'm going to say this. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, okay? All right. That ain't for everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it there. Again, perspective. Perspective, girl, perspective. If you want to... You see me finding my words? Baby, if you want a breakdown of it, then we can have that conversation, okay? But for right now, perspective, the art of argument, okay? And again, we have the student book and the teacher edition. Up next, we have cultural perspectives, past and present. Guys, we've been using this for 2-3 years, and it just gets better, like, every time we open it up. When I tell you we take our time with this, we take our time. Do we not, Aiden?
Yeah, we take our time.
We take our time. So here's a good look at the book. It is a Black History Reader, 101 Questions You Never Thought to Ask. And that's what that looks like. Sometimes I'm watching videos and I'm like, what now? Like, I don't know. I don't think that I do like the, I don't even know if I've ever done it, because I don't hear as much of the drawl that you guys hear, or that you tell me that you hear. But I don't think that I do, you know, like the vloggy stuff, you know, like with the high-pitched voice and the tapping of the things and stuff, like, girl, I don't know, I ain't got time for all of that. But anyways, that's what our Wednesdays look like, and let's hop on into Thursday. Girl, I'm over here talking about Thursday. Honey, why you ain't saying nothing when I didn't tell you what his jump starts was for Tuesday? Just over here talking. Girl, we be talking though. We be having some good conversation. Yeah, for real though. Let's back that thing up, shall we? Right. Tuesdays. Jump starts for Mr. Aiden. Because I ain't going back to splice and dice and cut nothing and do this, that, and the other. All right? Girl. We're going to keep it real over here, okay? Jump starts. We have mathematical concepts and theorems. Because I know you guys are going to be like, now, girl, what you got going on over there for that? Let me just tell you real quick. Backpedaling, if it's something that we want to just revisit, if it's something just to keep those skills sharp, again, middle school, that 8th grade, baby, we are rounding all of the skills up, okay? And we're making sure that everything is where it needs to be before we hop on into 9th grade. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's extra work to be done. It's just that I want to make sure that we keep that little mathematical mind kind of popping at all times, okay? And another thing, I give them credit for their jump starts on their transcripts. I don't know if I said that in the scheduling video. I probably did. But in case I didn't, I give them credit for their jump starts on their transcripts, because, baby, we ain't doing nothing over here and not getting credit for it. Right, bro? Right. So that's why those jump starts have titles, okay? And that's why they are going on the transcripts. Baby, you do the work, you get the credit for your work, okay? All right, then. First up, we have the ultimate 8th grade math workbook. The awkward silence again. And then we have, now y'all know I love me a good Stack Von, honey. We have math review. So this is comprehensive math practice based on national standards, core skills. And we also have core skills, Stack Von algebra. So again, just that constant repetition, keeping things fresh. He never knows what's going to be on his clipboard for the day. So it could be something, you know, simple. It could be square roots. It can be, you know, multiplication. It can be something a little bit more advanced, right? Or a lot more advanced. He never knows, but again, just keeping it fresh. You know what I'm saying? Doing a really good review before we hop on into high school. Good with that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, finally at Thursday. Jump starts for Mr. Aiden. We have analyzation, conceptualization, and comprehension of short form literary works. 2 things we're using. 50 Africans, You Must Know, Volume 2. And you guys probably saw us use Volume 1 in the past. And then we also have reading comprehension. And this is another Stack Vaughn goodie, the core skills. Again, break it apart, put it back together. Sometimes I'm flipping through the reading comprehension books and I'm like, no. Sometimes you'll see some things that are nonfiction and then you start reading and you're like, girl, that ain't what happened. So, you know, you might have to make some adjustments along the way. I'm not saying that is or is not the case with this particular Stack Vaughn book. I just like to take these and break them apart. But just in case, you know, you're reading something, because you guys will shoot me a message and say, oh, ma'am, you showed us this book, but then when I started reading the passages, some of them got a little weird. So that's where modifying comes in, okay? And then we move into art appreciation. This is where I mentioned in the scheduling video that we are still working on where we want to sit with this one. But right now we are starting with I Too Sing America, the Harlem Renaissance at 100. We have some other reads to go along with that. And this is one of those, The Artivist. Say that real fast, Aiden. The Artivist, The Artivist. We also have The Segregation Story by Gordon Parks. I'm pretty sure it's Gordon Parks. Just as sure as I stand here and say Gordon Parks, it's not going to be Gordon Parks, but I'm pretty sure it's Gordon Parks. That we might be weaving into some things this year as well. So that's why the art is kind of sitting here with just art appreciation, and we haven't kind of tacked on that final title yet. Girl, we done messed around and made it to Friday. Okay, all right. Let's get on in here. Now, did you see everything that's on my curriculum shelf? Absolutely not, because that would take forever and a day, okay? But I got some good news for you, all right? You can shop my curriculum shelf in the video description box, okay? Everything that can be linked will be linked below if I didn't already say it somewhere else in this video, okay? In the video description box. Friday is less jump starts, more group learning. We have societal circumstance, a conversational approach, and that is just chatting all about current events. We jot down a few things. We might throw together some Venn diagrams, you know, whatever we have on hand. I'm going up the list instead of down our checklist this time. So we have Caste and Class, a social anthropological study. Girl, listen, my battery died, okay? I think I was talking about Caste and Class, okay? Fingers crossed, that's where I was. Girl, because if it ain't, Caste and Class, a social anthropological study. And for that, we are using Caste, the origins of our discontents. We also have the young adult version of this as well. And I am slowly thumbing through because I think this is going to be added as well. Deep South, a social anthropological study of caste and class. Keep in mind that things that he starts in 8th grade may very well carry on into high school, and that's where we go ahead and tack on that number. You know, we start dividing the course up, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, if you're following along according to our scheduling video, I'm skipping around just a little bit because some of our learning goodies that we use on Fridays will fit better with our history curriculum or curricula if you choose to use the plural form. Okay. Contemporary literature, an auditory approach. Girl, do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? Bam! It's read alouds. And this just happens to be our latest one, Crowning Glory, a celebration of black hair. Again, if we do the work, we're getting credit for the work. Girl, listen, the camera battery is bleeping at me again, okay? It's blinking, beeping, doing all the things. I hope that this has been helpful. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop by the video description box. We'll have all of the learning goodies there linked for you. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely amazing home learning year thus far. And until next time, be blessed.
Bye.
Bye. One more thing, okay? If I left anything out, I'll link it anyways. We'll talk about it later. All the things, okay? I got you covered. Bye, for real this time.